Well, children, I was discussing about the inheritance of acquired character in my former class. Acquired character means those characters which are not linked with the gene. And Lamarck has given few theories of inheritance of acquired character, means the acquired inheritance. One is influence of environment, the second is use and disuse of organ, and the third is inheritance of acquired character. Then he just described about the neck of giraffe, and he just said that the neck of giraffe is the resultant of the severe exercises it used to do while collecting the leaves of the trees. His theory was accepted by all the scientists, but later on one scientist, his name was Weismann. Weismann proved that this theory is not correct. What he did, he just took a rat and he cut the tail of the rat for 21 generations. And he thought that in 21 generation, after 21 generation, the rat will be having no tail. But he has seen that the rat, it is just coming with a tail. Then he just said that the inheritance of acquired character, this is not correct. Then again, this use and disuse of organ, according to Weismann, the use and disuse of organ is not based on any experimental setup. Then he just said that the cobbler or the blacksmith, they used to do severe exercises, and their muscle is somewhat stiff, but it is seen that their sons are there and that, or their next generation means their sons or daughters, they are not having the stiff shoulder. The muscles are not stiff. Then it is seen that the child of a blind man, it is not blind. And here it is proved that the use and disuse of organ, it is quite baseless. And in this way, Lamarckian theory has been discarded. Then again came one theory of Darwin. Charles Darwin. He was a naturalist. He was also a naturalist, and he worked much on the organic evolution. He set his journey in his ship Beagle, and he went here and there, and he has seen the diversified forms of organism. Diversified forms of organism means what? Different types of organism. Then he has observed one type of bird, the sparrow-like, which is known as finches, Darwin's finches. He has seen different types of finches, and the beak pattern of the finches are different because of the habitat, different habitat. And on that very basis, Darwin has also given some theory, and his theory is known as theory of natural selection, and he has written one famous book, that is Origin of Species. And according to Charles Darwin, there is natural selection, and there is the struggle for existence. And due to struggle for existence, the competition arises. The competition among the species arises. There are two types of competition. One is interspecific competition. Interspecific competition. Then intra-specific competition. Interspecific competition, intraspecific competition. Interspecific competition means the competition between two different types of species. For example, different types of species. For example, in early morning, when you are just giving some grains in your courtyard, then you will find different types of birds coming. For example, the hen, then crow, then this sparrows, house sparrows, they used to come and they used to take. Means in this very thing, you will see the one who is quite fit or strong, he used to win the race, he used to take all the grains. Then again intraspecific. Intraspecific means within the same species the competition arises. For example, when two dogs, they used to come near to each other, then they used to bark, they used to fight. For what? They used to fight for food, first thing, and they used to fight for shelter, secondly. And in this way, the interspecific competition as well as the intraspecific competition is seen in the nature, and which has been given by Charles Darwin. And here just say that one who wins the race will be there and the nature will select. Then again you see the nature will select the one who wins the race. After that there is origin of the species, means new variation arises. The next is a variation arises between the species, and after that what happens? A new species used to originate. Okay, and in this way Charles Darwin has given this idea, even though this is not given in your book, but for your extra information I am just giving the theory of Charles Darwin. Okay, and in this way Lamarckian theory, then Darwin's theory proves the organic evolution. Then after that you see how the life originated in the earth. Yes, yeah, you might have heard about the Big Bang theory. And according to Big Bang theory, due to a sudden explosion in the heavenly matters, in the heavenly matters, which is made up of these cosmic radiations and dust and all, the heavenly bodies are formed. Planet, then the satellite, they are produced. Okay, and in that very time the temperature of earth was very huge, and everything was in the atomic form. For example, nitrogen, it was in atomic form. Oxygen, it was in atomic form. Then hydrogen, it was in atomic form, like that. Then later on, when the temperature came down, then these atomic form, they combine to form, for example, methane gas, CH4, methane gas, then water vapor, then ammonia, like that. And these were the gases which were just prevalent in the earlier art. In the earlier art. Then it is said that due to gradual decrease in the temperature, they combine, and as a result of which they just came down in the form of rain. Means this water it condenses, the water vapor it condenses to form the raindrops, and it just came to the ocean, and it was just deposited in the ocean, and everything combines to form, to give rise to the simple organic substance. Simple organic substance. Organic substance are those, first of all, actually inorganic substances was formed, then after that the organic substances were formed. Then you see, this theory means how the organic substances were produced. This was proved by two different scientists, and they are thus Oparin and Helden. Oparin and Helden, they just proved that how the life originated. Yes, from the organic substances which are just produced, the combination of ammonia, then this thing gave rise to the formation of the nucleic acid, and then the protein is also produced there, and the simple form of life which is known as the quasar bed was produced, and this is known as the chemical evolution. Quasar bed actually it proves the simple form of life, means it is the aggregation of the particles. Then after that, after the organic, the chemical evolution, actually the protovirus or the procell is produced. Protovirus is produced, which is the simple form of life, and from the protovirus the biological evolution took place. Means from when the protovirus was produced, then after that the different heterotrophic organisms, the simple life forms were produced, unicellular organisms were produced. Then with the gradual passes of the time, the multicellular organisms, the autotrophs has been produced. This is the gradual change which has been taken place in the earth. And I want to show this experiment. Here you see, it is given in your book. This is the experiment, and here what this is done in the lab, and this experiment has been done by Miller and Urey. And here you see, here they have just taken one flux here, and in this very flux they have taken two electrodes, electrical discharge, means two electrodes they have just taken, and the gases, water vapor, ammonia, methane, then this is hydrogen gas, and here the electrical discharge has been done, means that electricity has been passed here. Then it is seen, and the process of condensation here, means they were just present in this very form, in the hot form. Then after the condensation, the process of condensation, the organic substances were produced here. The organic substances, they were produced here, and it proves that due to presence of such gases which were prevalent in the earlier earth, the simple organic substances was produced, and it was collected here. Then question comes, why electrical discharge has been done here? Electrical discharge has been done because in the earlier or the primitive earth, the amount of thundering, then this lightning, it was quite prevalent in that very condition, and that's why these gases combines with the presence of the electrical spark, means in the earlier earth or primitive earth, there is the lightning and thunderstorms, and here in order to correlate the lightning, the electrical discharge has been given, and due to electrical discharge these were combined and the simple organic substances was produced here. Means it proves that the theory which has been given, the experiment which has been done by Gray and Miller, it is quite correct. Means the chemical evolution is correct. Okay, I think this is all. These things are clear to you, and the next part is the speciation. No doubt the organic substances were produced. Then the organic substances, what happens to the organic substances? You have just seen that from the chemical evolution, after chemical evolution the biological evolution started, and biological evolution means there is formation of the autotrophs, then there is first of all there is formation of heterotrophs, then after that autotrophs, simple form of life, simple form, bacteria, amoeba, such type of organisms, the prokaryotes, like that the simple form of life was produced. Then after that how the diversified forms of the earth of the species came to the earth, and it is a question, diversified forms of life means what? Diversified means different types of organism, how it has been produced. And the next topic which is given in your book, that is the speciation, how different types of species were produced. Speciation means how different types of species are produced. Okay, then first of all let us discuss about the species. What is species? You know that all the living organisms, they have the inner capacity of the process of reproduction. The species are those organisms which are morphologically, they are all the same, and they can interbreed among themselves. Interbreed means they can reproduce among themselves, that is known as species. Okay, and the process of formation of different types of species is known as speciation. There are different processes. There are different processes of speciation. How the speciation used to occur? First of all, let us discuss about the geographical barrier. The geographical barrier, due to geographical barrier, two different types of species can be separated out. I think in geography you came across the term Pangaea. Actually, the earth was a huge landmass. Then all the organisms, they were just concentrated in that very area. Then due to gradual tectonic movement of the earth, the tectonic movement of the plates, the continents has been produced. And as a result of which there arises different types of seas between the continent. And due to this the some species, they are just separated from the mainstream, and different types of habits, they were just adjusted to different types of habit. They have different types of habitat, and the food patterns become different, and as a result of which some differences arises. And here I have just said about the ocean or the sea. The ocean and the sea